Welcome to Mystic Radio with Rob and Alexis from mystical Mount Shasta, California. If it's Friday or Sunday, it's Mystic Radio. Robin and I welcome our listeners from all over the world to call the show today. It's your calls and questions that make our live call-in show so intriguing. If you have a metaphysical question for Robin, the toll-free number, give us a call now. Talk to the mystic. Get a reading. It's free. Toll-free in the country, 888-298-5569. Locally in Seattle, 425-373-5527. Call us now. We want to welcome all the listeners who have just come over from the Manson Mitchell program. We love that program, and I know you do, so we hope you enjoy ours here on Mystic Radio just as well. Once again, if you have a metaphysical question for Robin, the toll-free number, give us a call now. Call us. Pick up the phone. I know you think about it. Now's the time for your free mystical reading. Toll-free number, 888-298-5569. Locally in Seattle, 425-373-5527.
Hey everybody, this is Robin Alexis, and I am so grateful that you've decided to join us. Welcome to our new time on Fridays at 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern Time. We have been on Alternative Talk, KKNW, for 15 years. Wow, can you imagine that? And we've always had a consistent intention to assist people to know, trust, and act upon their own intuition. So we do invite you to call in and ask me any kind of question. You want a past life reading for you or your pet, or what's going on in the world is troubling you and you need chakra clearing or energy rebalancing. Really, anything you would ask any psychic, you can call me up and you can get it. So, and if you're confused about why I'm so eclectic, I've had 3 near-death experiences, and I've had some really out there Reiki master attunements that maybe sometime I'll tell you about. But for now, we're going to get back to the show. Bob?
If you have a metaphysical question for Robin today, give us a call now. The toll-free number, 888-298-5569. Locally in Seattle, 425-373-5527. Give us a call. Talk to Robin. Now, when you call in, you have one question to ask Robin, so make it a good one. Are you ready for your healing experience? We're coming up to the holidays, and we might need some healing over the holidays just to get through, even though we love all our people. Now, you ready for your healing experience? Give us a call now. The toll-free number, 888-298-5569. Locally in Seattle, 425-373-5527. Well, we have a great show for you coming up when our courageous callers call in, because the lines are open. So give us a call now. The toll-free number is 888-298-5569. Locally in Seattle, 425-373-5527. Well, let me play the gong to clear the energy for the show, and then we'll move on. So, how many gongs, dear?
I think for today, let's go with 7.
Clearing the energy for the show today, and clearing the way for our callers who are calling in. I see somebody might be calling in now. So, here we go. I'll turn it over to you for a second here.
Well, what I want to say while we're waiting for people to call into the show is that, it's challenging for anyone on the planet right now, but if you're sensitive or an empathic intuitive and you tend to absorb the energy instead of observe the energy, it can really throw you off. And you might wind up not feeling like you can even get out of bed because it just can totally overwhelm you. So if you're like that, you might want to call into the show and just see what we can do to help fortify your boundaries. So, okay, we do have a call here.
We have Shelley from Seattle who's looking for some healing today. Hi, Shelley. Welcome to Mystic Radio. You're on with Robin and Bob.
Good morning to both of you. Yes. You know what? It was funny. I pushed my button by mistake, and then I thought, what do I ask now that I pushed the button? And I really don't know. I think, could you just check my chakras?
Yes,
I mean,
I actually think your higher self prompted you to call in, which is just astounding and really beautiful. And let's see, I'm going to step back. So your higher self is really strong. It comes through your soul, in your soul body, in your body very well. But you do need to have some sort of readjustment of your chakras. And what's happening is you appear to be one of, well, all people on the planet can receive this, but some people are more open than others. There's several events that are going on this month. One was November 4th, the other one is November 18th, and the other one is November 25th. And what's going on is the High Council Blue Star beings from the planet Sirius are bringing into our planet what they call the blue codes. And the blue codes are here for everyone. And those of us who are more open to it might receive or understand the energy more quickly and begin to activate it and utilize it. In your case, that's what I'm seeing. And as I'm talking to you, your energy is shifting a little. Do you have a sense at all of an energy shift in your body? Just say yes or no.
yes, yes.
Oh, okay. So let's go ahead with this. For you, where the energy activation is coming through, and they're actually bringing in the blue codes that came in on November 4th, which is actually why you accidentally on purpose called me, is because this energy needs to come into your thymus gland, into your codons, and into your telomeres, and activate some stem cells for you. And so we need to get that first kind of phase of these blue codes to move through and assimilate enough that when the next waves come in, you're able to kind of stack that energy on top of each other within you. Now, in your case, all three of these waves of these blue codes are going to come in through that thymus, high heart, codon, telomere activate stem cell frequency. You're actually, when that happens, your light body is being activated. And, really, if you think about it, we're all light, and we actually live in a light body before we live in a physical body. But what you're going to do is you're going to assimilate the energetics that are from the celestial realm through your light body and then actually into your body, which is why it's going to come in through the codons and the telomeres and the stem cells. Because as the codons get really healthy and the telomeres lengthen, that brings back agelessness, regeneration, and rejuvenation. And then that can activate some, maybe we'll call them celestial stem cells, something that's been in our DNA that hasn't been activated for an extremely long time. Now, the other thing happening with you is you're opening up to what's called axonal meridians. And axonal meridians are where we connect with different star systems. So that is also going to bring in more energy for you. So you may want to pay attention to making sure you're getting a lot of water, rest, get outdoors if you can, and just really, really get grounded and self-nourished as this energy is being bequeathed to you, as was your soul contract for yourself at this time. So how do you feel with that information? Did it resonate?
It resonated, and my heart just expanded, and I feel like crying.
Well, go right ahead and cry then, because what happens is when the heart awakens, we feel really vulnerable, and we also can feel the divine love flowing through. So you're literally feeling the divine love flowing through you, and it's just going to continue to kind of get you nice and juicy in the sense of it'll even shift like your hormones, right? I mean, everything is going to change. You're just going to get so much healthier. And it doesn't appear that anyone else is called in, so I'd like to keep, oh, nope. I can go. Okay, Bob's saying I can go. He'll let me know if we need to stop. But I have a feeling that you are a surrogate healing person calling into the show to inform people about this event that's happening this month and to alert them that they need to pay attention to where is it in their fields or their bodies or their chakras that they are receiving the energetics. So I'm going to jump to the future where after the 25th you've received all of these different octaves of codes, and what I see is that the 3 waves of these codes have assimilated in what's called the Earth Star Chakra. Do you know what that is, Shelley?
Oh,
Okay, the Earth Star Chakra is about 16 to 18 inches below our feet, and it is the place where all of our soul wisdom and all of our contracts with any beings, wherever they're from, are, it's the package gets downloaded in there. And so we have all the information that we need to live from our higher self. And it coordinates us with the universe so that we have whatever we need to do whatever we're here to do. So that's going to really flush out, and that is the chakra that actually we're going to recalibrate. We're going to change the overlighting diva in there. Every single chakra has an overlighting diva that looks out for it. And the one that you have is signaling me in that Earth Star Chakra that it needs to be activated with these blue codes as well. That's really interesting. I never thought of something like that. So let's see, what does that diva of your Earth Star Chakra need to also participate with you in a really really strong way. I'm going to just call in Bob's energy and maybe ask if he can. I don't know if he can play the gong. Yeah, he can. 3 times, please, Bob, to activate this for her. Okay, that just did it. So your Earth Star Chakra is starting to shape-shift and expand and getting ready to accommodate, almost like the way that a woman is ready to give birth and her body shifts at that moment. That Earth Star Chakra has gone through a transformation. The being who oversees it has also gone through a transformation. So you're ready now to receive these 3 waves of blue codes coming in and assimilate it in your Earth Star Chakra in a very efficient way with the being in there that will help you know that you know that you know, which is what it's all about. We want to all know, trust, and act upon our own knowing. And I think it's absolutely the coolest thing in the world that your higher self just made the phone call us so that I could help you get ready for this alchemical moment in your life and anyone else who's ready to receive.
I am so happy. I can't even tell you. It was interesting because while you were doing that, my whole spine, my body became erect, like my spine just lifted up. And this might sound silly, but I feel taller.
Exactly what happens. To me, that is what ascension is our bodies shift, our posture shifts. It's like literally all our organs lift up. And then there's a whole other energy that can come through there that we haven't even had access to as human beings before. And so this is a really important time, and you're ready for it. So, I'm really glad to be here for you, Shelley. Thank you and your guides for calling into the show.
And thank you so much. Blessings to you both. Thank you.
Okay, tell your friends to call and get these kind of readings. And if you have a metaphysical question today for Robin, the toll-free number is 888-298-5569. Locally in Seattle, the phone number is 425-373-5527. Give us a call now. Talk to the Mystic. This is Mystic Radio, and we'll be back after these messages.
Mystic medium and metaphysical mother Robin Alexis is once again inviting you to schedule your personal one-on-one phone sessions with her. Robin offers you her expertise with a psychology background and her acclaimed metaphysical skills. She's a Reiki master and has been in private practice assisting people to figure out their life concerns for over 30 years. Whether you've just heard about her or like thousands of others who've worked with her on Mystic Radio and in personal readings, you know a session with Robin Alexis can change your life. Robin has a profound skill set that includes past life readings and being a medium who speaks with family, friends, and pets who've transitioned. Robin is also an adept medical intuitive whose abilities range from being able to balance your chakras and energy systems to having a special gift of helping mothers to become pregnant when nothing else has worked. Mystic Robin Alexis can assist you to feel the power of your own mind, your own heart, and your own ability to create the life you deserve. Schedule your sessions with Robin now in the Mystic Store at RobinAlexis.com. That's RobinAlexis.com or call 530-859-2499. That's 530-859-2499. Call, schedule your appointment, and change your life now.
Are you curious about your past lives? The information in your past lives could be a treasure trove. Haven't you been interested in finding out what it is that you really know deep inside of yourself? And what if you could use that information to create a better life for yourself? What are you waiting for? You can call me, Robin Alexis, and book a session, and I will help you find the keys to unlock the treasure of your soul's wisdom. You can book a session with me by calling Bob at 530-859-2499 or go to RobinAlexis.com and book in the Mystic Store. That's RobinAlexis.com and book your past life reading.
Robin is offering a new service for clients, a Reiki Week with Robin Alexis. Having a Reiki Week with Robin is amazing. She takes you to places inside of yourself that you never knew existed. Whatever issues you might have, Robin is able to look at them from many perspectives, including the influence of your past lives, your higher purpose, your soul contracts, and your overall well-being. Robin works with her team of ascended masters, archangels, and spirit guides who will assist you as needed. Monday through Friday, Robin sends you remote Reiki for 1 hour each day. Then, via text, she sends you detailed and specific information about what she clairvoyantly saw during your private 1 hour session that day. Robin's Reiki Week can transform your life and help you to open up to your truth, your love, and give you a higher perspective. Schedule your Reiki Week with Robin Alexis now. Call Bob at 530-859-2499. That's 530-859-2499 to schedule now.
If you're a parent or teacher, it can be especially difficult to hear about yet another school shooting. With so much emotion around this issue, know that there is support out there to help you, your children, or your students cope. By listening or reading the calming and beautiful story, Donkeys, Humans, Butterflies, and Guns by Robin Alexis, a book written to help with this sensitive issue facing our world today. Find Donkeys, Humans, Butterflies, and Guns by Robin Alexis on Amazon, iTunes, or Audible.
Alternative Talk 1150.
Welcome back to Mystic Radio with Robin Alexis from mystical Mount Shasta, California. If it's Friday or Sunday, it's Mystic Radio, and you can listen to Mystic Radio 12 noon on Alternative Talk 1150 right here. Sundays at noon. That's a repeat of today's show, or you can listen to our show from our YouTube channel on our website, RobinAlexis.com. Just go there, click on the YouTube channel, and you can listen to today's show and hundreds of past shows. Now, to schedule your one-on-one sessions with Robin, you can call us at 530-859-2499 or visit RobinAlexis.com and book your private one-on-one sessions in the Mystic Store. And while you're on the website, RobinAlexis.com, you're invited to listen to the archives of Mystic Radio on our YouTube channel. Receive free Reiki healings, and Robin has a great blog you won't want to miss. So if you want to talk to Robin today, I know you're out there, I know you're busy, but you get a free reading here. Give us a call now. The toll-free number, 888-298-5569, anywhere in the country, and locally in Seattle, 425-373-5527. Let's get back to our callers. Well, let me give those phone numbers out once more. Give us a call. You think about it. Call us now. Speak to Robin. Toll free, 888-298-5569. Locally in Seattle, 425-373-5527. We're going to go to Susan from Seattle, who's looking for some healing on Mystic Radio today. Welcome, Susan. You're on with Robin and Bob.
Oh, hi, Robin. Hi, Bob. Robin, my question is regarding, I've been diagnosed with chronic kidney disease, and I'm trying to figure out if this is something I can keep in check myself, so that it doesn't progress and get worse. And in general, because I get different answers from different nephrologists, and I'm not quite sure if I can keep it in check and not allow it to progress.
Okay, so let's talk to it first. All right, so let's see if you can do this. If you can, I will do it for you. But I'd like you to ask that chronic kidney disease that you've been diagnosed with, is that your energy, someone else's, or a combination of energy?
It is, to me, it's somebody else's.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was getting too. So let's do a clearing first and see if we can just get that frequency to leave your body's information site. Okay, so in God we trust. Nope, we're not going to do it that way. Okay, so we're actually going to go into, I'm hearing that this is a past life issue. So let's see if we're going to go into the karmic boardroom. Yes. So I want to see if we're going into the preconception karmic board. Yes. So we're going to go into your preconception karmic boardroom where you had certain soul contracts of things. And let's look in there. You're looking at your documents right now, and you're shaking your head. No, it really isn't in there for me to have chronic kidney disease. So, and I'm seeing that this, okay, I get it now. So what they're telling me is that what is a karmic concern for you is that you've had a propensity in this lifetime and others, being a sensitive, being an empathic, intuitive, to sometimes absorb the energy that someone else has instead of just observing it, which is very tricky to do. But that's what the karmic pattern is. So this diagnosis that you have, although it's serious and we don't want to dismiss it, you may need to do some things, but we're finding the origin of it is from a karmic pattern of you managing your own energy. So let's see if we need to go to age of cause. And we do. So that means we're going to go, okay, we're going into a past life where I see you as a young girl, maybe, 13, 14, and there's an older man, someone that you really love. He's really good to you. You're really good to him. It's not creepy or anything. And that man has chronic kidney disease in this particular incarnation. And I'm trying to get a timeline, and it looks like it's maybe 1530, so it's a really long time ago. And you are really protected when this man is alive, and of course you love him, but if he does die, you could wind up like homeless on the streets. So you put your hands on him and you begin to pray, and what is going on is you start absorbing energy that is psychic that originally caused his kidney disease. So what we're seeing is that when you put your hands on that man's body in this past life, he also had a karmic pattern of overgiving, of not having boundaries, of absorbing instead of observing. So when you went to work with him, you absorbed that pattern from him. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back in time, and we're going to tell that girl that we're from the future, and we're going to tell her that she did everything she knew how to do to be a good person and to help him, and both of you wanted the best, but what ended up happening is you locked a trauma bond. And so you want to tell that girl that you don't want her to do that, that you want to rather invoke divine love and divine healing through you to transmute and alchemize any frequency that caused the end result of that diagnosis. And I can feel a healing coming through in that lifetime. So what are you sensing, Susan? Anything or not?
Not, well, not really. No, nothing profound.
All right. So I'm going to keep going with the imagery, and it does make sense that you wouldn't be feeling it yet because we're actually in that particular lifetime. And so I see you now taking the girl's hand, and she's saying no, she doesn't want to come, and you're asking her why, and she's saying because she doesn't want to leave him, and you're explaining that he's deceased, she's deceased, these are soul aspects, and that you want her to, by her own healing, help him to heal himself and help him also have a relationship with the divine healing energies. And there, now she's coming along, she's coming with you, and we're going to come up through time. We're actually bringing her into the karmic boardroom. And when we do that, I start to see a lot of images of you in a lot of different past lives since that time where you've run the pattern. So you're going to be having more than one soul retrieval. It's kind of a collective of soul retrieval aspects that were engaged in this manner in these other lifetimes. And so we're going to release that pattern that's not serving you and have you step into your spiritual wisdom where you know it's a higher authority that comes through us that creates things. We choose to be the vessel with our intention to let the healing energies come through. And so there's a lot of soul retrieval activity coming through still in that karmic boardroom. And I have a feeling that that gentleman who you were working with in the past life is someone who was in your life in this lifetime. Did you have someone in your life who was a male who crossed over from some sort of cancer?
Nobody. Well, I did have a friend who crossed over from cancer, but we wouldn't have been terribly close to him.
Well, that's okay. I mean, when we have soul acknowledgement, it doesn't necessarily mean that we're even going to know who it is. I mean, a soul who was in a lifetime could be, across the country, but we still have a soul connection with them. There we go. Now the energy's shifting. So what's happening is that individual is receiving a healing while you're receiving a healing also. And we're going to start moving into what's called a surrogate healing, meaning that there's a lot of people who have that propensity to trauma bond or to be an empathic intuitive where we take on more energy than is in the highest and holiest. Okay, now, while you're in that karmic boardroom, I'm also looking at the kidneys in your body that you have now, and I'm actually seeing some more light coming into them. And let's just see if we can correct that entire kidney field and then make sure that they're oh yeah, there's some other issues presenting in there as well. So let me go a little deeper. So you're having one level of a healing. Now we're going to go in and proceed on another one as well. Is that okay with you?
Oh, anything, yes.
Okay. All right. So there looks like there's some almost like implants or something in there. And that's fine. Okay, so that makes sense too. So what happens is when our energy gets thrown off and we don't have proper boundaries, then things can infiltrate into us, and that's what I'm seeing in the kidneys. So those things are trying to button down or hold the disease, if you will, in the kidney. And ironically, the correction for that is coming through the RNA. In your body. So I'm actually going to move out of the kidneys and go to the RNA, and we're going to bring in a celestial recalibration of your, there you go, that's beautiful. Okay, and so we've got this new energy pattern coming through the RNA that's shifting your kidneys and another level of healing, and then you're also shifting this pattern that you've had for a long time, and you're getting some soul retrievals, and actually your kidneys are starting to look better to me. The kidneys they have like a infinity symbol between the two of them, and I can see that they are getting the message that there is a place within them that they can heal. Now, the other thing, there's the one more thing going on here, and it's a genetic issue presenting. So what can happen is if we have a genetic predisposition to something, it's not just a karmic pattern, but it's something that's in the DNA that can get activated. It might have been a miasm, and unless something activates it, it will remain dormant. But in your case, it got activated. So let's see how we can see how we're going to shape-shift your communication with the genetics line. And for you, it looks like it's coming through from the mother's mother, the mother's father, the father's mother, and the father's father. So there's a strong lock frequency in here to have something that one would call kidney disease. So let's find out, though, Susan, if all of the people in your family, the reason why that developed that genetic predisposition, is it because everyone was really empathic and they got into these situations? And I'm hearing yes, which tells me that you are clearing past, present, parallel, and future throughout all time, space, and beyond the thing that caused the kidney disease in the first place. We have it came in at you on a soul level, and then you connected with a bloodline that also carried that particular soul concern. And so as you're healing it, we live in a quantum universe. We know that as we heal, others can heal. And now I'm feeling like your whole aura is changing, and your chakras are looking different, and you're looking more connected to the earth. And so you really needed some energy healing, and I would suggest that you use the Reiki healing portals on my website. The one I would suggest in specifics is that you use the Mythbuster Reiki healing portal, because that is the one that clears these genetic patterns that can cause us to become ill if we have some sort of vibrational resonance with the issues that we talked about that you've had as a karmic pattern. So now you actually are starting to look a lot better to me. But I would like to talk to you again, so I hope you'll call into a show again so that I can look at your energy and see where you are at that point. And then, too, maybe what you could do is you could call in and be more specific about different things that doctors have advised, and then I can listen to your higher self and tell you what I hear your higher self saying about what the doctors are saying. And then you can still make your own decisions, of course, but this was a huge healing, and I think it's probably more impactful than you realize at the moment, because it's a lot. You're still going to be getting soul retrievals. So thank you for calling into the show, and I will be sending you Reiki through the Mythbuster Reiki healing portal on my website.
Well, thank you very much, Robin.
You're welcome.
If you have a metaphysical question for Robin, give us a call now. The toll-free number, 888-298-5569. Locally in Seattle, 425-373-5527. We'll be back after these messages. This is Mystic Radio.
Intuitive life coach, a professional who can help you access your intuition and use intuition to improve your life. Robin Alexis has been assisting people to know, trust, and act upon their own intuitive knowing for over 25 years. She's discovered that getting a past life reading is one of the best ways to connect with your own intuition. Why? Because intuition comes from the soul collective memory of all your past lives, not just what you experienced in one lifetime. Robin Alexis is one of the premier past life readers on the planet today. Set your goal now to let Robin Alexis read your past lives. It will enhance your intuitive knowing. Don't let another year go by that you ignore this gift from within yourself. Call Bob at 530-859-2499. That's 530-859-2499 to schedule or purchase your session in the Mystic Store at robinalexis.com. That's robinalexis.com. If your intuition is nudging you to schedule a past life reading with Robin Alexis, don't wait. Do it now.
Robin is offering a new service for clients, a Reiki Week with Robin Alexis. Having a Reiki Week with Robin is amazing. She takes you to places inside of yourself that you never knew existed. Whatever issues you might have, Robin is able to look at them from many perspectives, including the influence of your past lives, your higher purpose, your soul contracts, and your overall well-being. Robin works with her team of ascended masters, archangels, and spirit guides who will assist you as needed. Monday through Friday, Robin sends you remote Reiki for 1 hour each day. Then, via text, she sends you detailed and specific information about what she clairvoyantly saw during your private 1-hour session that day. Robin's Reiki Week can transform your life and help you to open up to your truth, your love, and give you a higher perspective. Schedule your Reiki Week with Robin Alexis now. Call Bob at 530-859-2499. That's 530-859-2499 to schedule now.
Did you know you can find all 3 of Robin Alexis's books for sale? Did you also know that you can find all 3 of her books as hard copy and soft copy? You can also find the audio version of all 3 of her books. Look for Raising Humanity, Spirit Lady, The Gift of Robin Song, and Donkeys, Humans, Butterflies, and Guns, all by Robin Alexis, on Amazon, Kindle, Audible, and iTunes. If you live near Robin in Mount Shasta, California, you can find her books at The Gallery in Mount Shasta.
Are the events of your life or the events of the world getting you down or off balance? Successful and conscious people recognize when their energy is off kilter. Busy parents and professionals can't afford to mismanage their energy. When you feel something is not right, schedule a one-on-one personal phone session with Robin Alexis immediately when you realize you're out of balance and things are not going well. In a testimonial, one person said, "In my personal experience with Robin, she has brought peace of mind to my hectic life. She's like a psychic spiritual empowerment coach that I can rely on, who helps me reset my stamina in 1 hour." Call Bob now at 530-859-2499 and schedule your private one-on-one phone session with Robin Alexis. If it's more convenient, purchase your session at the Mystic Store on RobinAlexis.com. That's the Mystic Store at RobinAlexis.com or call 530-859-2499. Let the metaphysical mother, Robin Alexis, help you keep it together in this unsettling world.
Multicultural, multidimensional even. Alternative Talk 1150.
Welcome back to Mystic Radio with Robin Alexis from mystical Mount Shasta, California. If it's a Friday or Sunday, it's Mystic Radio on Alternative Talk 1150 KKNW in Seattle. Now, to schedule your one-on-one sessions with Robin, you can call us at 530-859-2499 or visit RobinAlexis.com and book your private one-on-one session in the Mystic Store. While you're on RobinAlexis.com, you're invited to listen to the archives of Mystic Radio on our YouTube channel, and you can receive free Reiki healings, and you can follow Robin on Facebook at Robin Alexis, and she has a great blog on the website you won't want to miss. So if you want to talk to Robin today, toll free 888-298-5569, locally in Seattle 425-373-5527. We're going to go to Jackie, who is from Seattle, looking for some healing on Mystic Radio today. Welcome, Jackie. You're on with Robin and Bob.
Hi, Robin and Bob. Thank you for taking my call. Robin, I have had a lower back problem on and off for the past 2 years, and I thought I had it under control until just recently. And I'm doing everything like the stretches, physical therapy, doing arnica, whatever, and trying to get the inflammation down. But the last probably 2 weeks, all of a sudden, it's just not my lower back, but it's my right hip, and it just burns sometimes, like it's on fire. And I'm wondering what else could there be with this?
Well, let's first of all, I want you to listen to the energy, and if you can't answer the question, ask the pain, is it yours, someone else's, or a combination of energy?
I keep feeling like it's somebody else's.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm getting. Absolutely. So this is very interesting that on today's show, we started out talking about it's just so challenging right now when we're sensitive beings because if our energy overgives, our psychic boundaries get compromised and then things kind of can jump in. And they tend to, yeah, I can see the thing in you. It's some sort of a life form entity thing. And it's showing me there's something else underneath that too. So the first thing I saw piggybacked on the other thing that's in there, and that looks like it's like a group of something in there. So let's see how. Okay, this one's not presenting as a past life issue, nor is it a genetic issue. So it's something that's non-human. Where you haven't, okay, so here it is. The problem happened with your astral body. What it looks like is in the dream time, you're leaving your body and you're traveling in your astral body. And I'm actually seeing that where you're going is, it looks like the Israel-Gaza Strip place. So have you been following that?
I did it first a little bit, but then I had to quit. I just couldn't do it anymore.
Good, because it was taking you down. And so that was very intuitive of you to stop, punishing yourself with the energy because you already got psychically attacked by it. I mean, you can bet that there's some really funky energy over there. And so if you left your body in your astral self, it's almost like remote viewing, and you don't have the training to do it, and obviously you didn't really want to do it. And so we're going to have to repair your astral body. Well, we got to clear it and repair it and then bring it back. And then let's also clear your psychic sac energy. What that is when we're really intuitive and we get overwhelmed or we don't even know we're doing it, we just sort of compartmentalize the stuff that we pick up, kind of like a vacuum cleaner. And then we don't know to empty it. And so those two things are going on. Let me see if there's something else. Yes, there is. Okay, so we've got an inner child issue. So inner child, no, it's not an inner child. It's a child from over there. So let's help that child cross over. And there you go, right there. And then let's go ahead and clear the energy from the astral body. And I think I'm going to ask Bob to play the gong again. It seems like the most efficient way. 3, please. Okay, so these particular entities that jumped in you when you were over there, you did help a spirit of a child cross over, a little girl, but these other entities, they're not human. They are coming off the ley line issue where there's so much disruption going on. It's throwing off the integrity of, let's call it the celestial grid. And I was talking earlier about this month, there's all this really beautiful energy coming in, and if the ley lines are off, then it's kind of going to bounce off a little bit, and it won't be as efficient as it needs to be. And what I'm seeing is that you, whether you know it or not, you work with the earth and the ley lines a lot. And so you picked up these energies that were disrupting the harmony there, and we've got to help you. Oh, there you go. Those energies are leaving, and we're going to connect you in with the axonal ley lines on the planet. So I talked earlier about someone who was working with the axonal meridians in the human body that connect with the star systems. You work with the axonal ley lines that work with the planet. And there it goes. I can feel your energy clearing with that also. And so we're going to harmonize the energy where you were working. I can see that you connected it in with Russia, Iran, North Korea. And so you wanted to send, there you go. That's very good. You're clearing energy. Beautiful. Okay, and now let's see, yeah, you're pulsing gorgeous here. And let's go ahead and see what we're going to do with that psychic sac energy and see if we can, well, no, I can't do that yet. So we got to go back to correcting your astral. Well, actually, let's get you out of where you went and just bring your astral body back here. And then see if, yeah, there you go. Now, let's see if we can clear your psychic sac frequency. in that for you it's showing up like between the brow chakra and the third eye. And I'm finding am I talking too fast? Are you understanding what I'm saying?
No, actually what you're saying is making perfect sense.
Okay, so when I go into this problem where you had an overwhelmed psychic sac energy, which for you I'm seeing in the brow chakra, third eye area, that is where your karmic pattern is, because you get overstimulated or overwhelmed working with the planet. So you don't necessarily pick up energy, well, maybe you do from humans, but in this case, where I'm seeing is you're very adept at working with the planet. You're actually part of the Interplanetary Council, where you facilitate healing between the communications of different planets, which you realized that all the activity in those tunnels underneath the Gaza Strip were throwing off the energy underneath the Egyptian pyramids. And so you knew how valuable that is in communication with interplanetary star systems, especially this month when the Syrian energy, which is in, what's that belt, Bob? Anyway, Orion, the Orion system, you knew you had to go and correct this. But your psychic pattern that's disrupted is when you work with planets at this level and you're on red alert with it. You're like an emergency room doctor with this stuff. You got overwhelmed, and that's what you've done in different incarnations, both on this planet and others. So we need to help you have like a discernment chip in there, or some sort of, okay, they're telling me you're going to have a celestial assistance team that's going to help you with your electromagnetic field and your communication with the electromagnetic field of the planet, and that feels like that is actually clearing your psychic sac. So why don't you tell me how you feel?
I feel, well, first of all, my hands are tingling, which is really common for me because I've also studied Reiki. Like, I can feel the energy, and I feel like something's clearing. But what you were saying about at night, in the last probably about the time this back thing's up, I've had the weirdest dreams. I don't remember when I wake up, but when I'm waking up, I'll hear myself saying, "You know who you are. You know who you are." And I'm going, who am I? I mean, it's kind of like, why am I doing this? But now I'm kind of wondering if that's all connected.
Oh, totally.
Wow.
You're a celestial ambassador, and you work with planets and making sure that the planets are receptive, have receptor sites, so that when these different kind of downloads and activations come in, the planet can receive them. And obviously you do this and you don't even know what you're doing, but now I would suggest that you re-listen to this reading, because every time you probably re-listen to it, it'll activate more of your own memory of who you are and what you do. And it's just vital that people like you are able to be honored and respected and I don't know what the word would be, but anyway, to honor your dedication, like I see you, I see what you're doing. And so, you can look at like the President of the United States and you know who they are and what they do in the third dimension, but someone like yourself who is taking care of the planetary frequencies so that the ascension process can happen, you don't get any accolades on, television for that, but that is a big deal. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I think so. It's a lot. It sounds like a lot of responsibility for, but it fits. Something's resonating with me. Not for the ego part, because I don't like to do that, but it's that feeling that what you're saying is making sense to me.
Yeah, it's when you know that you know that you know. It's when you know, trust, and act upon your own knowing, and it has nothing to do with the ego, because this energy is channeled through the divine mind, through the higher mind, through you, to do whatever it is that's in the highest and holiest to create the most benevolent outcome. Your ego is not an issue whatsoever. And I think your palm chakras are quite activated with some new frequency. Let's see. No, I think you just giving yourself Reiki is probably a good idea. Now, do you have any sphere crystals, like ball crystals, like a crystal ball or anything?
I do. I have a number of different crystals.
Okay, well, the ones that are round, there's several of them who are speaking up and saying that they want to assist you. They want to work with you with what you're doing. So maybe before you go to bed at night, you could ask them to make sure you're protected with whatever it is that you're going out and doing. Okay?
That sounds marvelous. Thank you so much. I mean, I got to listen to this again. It's just really fascinating I knew it was something else, and I didn't know what it was. But what you said about going out at night, the dreams, that's pretty much what I'm feeling.
Okay, Jackie, this show should be up later this evening on our YouTube channel on robinalexis.com. So it may be a little late because we have some traveling to do today, but definitely will be up by tomorrow, if not tonight. And thank you very much for calling. Please call back and tell us how you're doing. This is Mystic Radio, and we will be back after these messages.
Are you curious about your past lives? The information in your past lives could be a treasure trove. Haven't you been interested in finding out what it is that you really know deep inside of yourself? And what if you could use that information to create a better life for yourself? What are you waiting for? You can call me, Robin Alexis, and book a session, and I will help you find the keys to unlock the treasure of your soul's wisdom. You can book a session with me by calling Bob at 530-859-2499 or go to robinalexis.com and book in the Mystic Store. That's robinalexis.com and book your past life reading.
If you're a parent, grandparent, or looking to become a parent, the book Raising Humanity by Robin Alexis is for you. In this book, Robin invites you to remember that we all play a part in raising the vibration of the collective consciousness. Connect with the stories of Robin and 21 authors for inspiring stories in Raising Humanity by Robin Alexis, found in print, ebook, and audio versions at Amazon, Kindle, Audible, and iTunes.
Would you like to experience a Reiki week with me? This is Robin Alexis, and I am a Reiki master. You can choose to experience 1 hour a day where I send you remote Reiki healing. And during that time, because I'm clairvoyant, I probably will see all kinds of information about what's going on with you. After the session, I will text you and give you all the visions and experiences that I saw that you went through. You can then respond with questions if you choose. So if you would like to experience a Reiki week with Robin, that's me. I would love to experience that with you. Please call Bob at 530-859-2499 and he will get you scheduled. That's Bob at 530-859-2499.
Are you aware that you can use the Mystic Radio archives just like an audio tarot deck? Robin Alexis invites you to her website, robinalexis.com. Click the About Mystic Radio tab, then click on Listen Now. That's where you'll find the archive of hundreds of past Mystic Radio programs. Then, quiet yourself. Put your hands in the prayer position in front of your heart, with feet flat on the floor. Now, take a deep breath. Ask your intuition which program date you need to listen to in order to get the answers to your questions and concerns. Many people have told Robin they've received miraculous healings from the Mystic Radio archives. To continue your healing, you may be guided by your intuition to return to the archives and repeat this process. When Robin Alexis does this herself, she receives impeccable spiritual guidance that she's put into practice. So what are you waiting for? Go to robinalexis.com and use the archives of Mystic Radio for your own personal audio tarot deck. What have you got to lose? You might just get the answers you're looking for. That's robinalexis.com.
Need help getting started with self-help? You came to the right place. Alternative Talk 1150.
Welcome back to Mystic Radio with Robin Alexis from mystical Mount Shasta, California. If it's Friday or Sunday, it is Mystic Radio. And to schedule your private one-on-one sessions with Robin, you can give us a call at 530-859-2499 or check it out in the Mystic Store on our website, robinalexis.com, for details. You can also follow Robin on Facebook at Robin Alexis. And today we want to thank our wonderful callers. You make the show what it is. And thanks to Benny back in the studio for flying this bus for us here today at Mystic Radio from mystical Mount Shasta, California. And once again, if you are interested in Robin's sessions, you can give us a call at 530-859-2499. Now we'd like to see you right here next week, Mystic Radio, every Friday at 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern Time. We are now closing this sacred hour of healing with Robin Alexis on Mystic Radio today, and on the subject of intuition, which we are about, and what Mystic Radio is all about. Listen to your body. It's much smarter than your brain. This is Mystic Radio.